At the moment you can't tell, but it's pretty windy today. But I do want to try out a couple of new discs. I'm going to throw my actual tee shot with my T-Bird. Then I'm going to follow that up. I have a, I got this Photon, which is in a really nice, I think plasma plastic, really nice. And then I also got a retooled time lapse. I want to throw that and see how that feels. First shot, real shot, and then I'm going to throw one of the other two, or both of the other two discs, and see how they feel. Oh, that felt really nice. I did turn it over a lot and it didn't go very far. All right, the Photon, this is an 11 speed, so it's a little faster, again, than I normally throw. I really like the feeling of the overmolded discs though, so it might be fine. A little right to left wind, so I'll want to turn it over just a little bit. The distance on that was pretty good. I threw it a little bit nose up. This is a used time lapse. Just see how it feels. I slipped and I turfed it. Okay, so the Photon actually landed in a pretty good spot. A little bit long and a little bit right. We're gonna go with the Taco Pixel. I'm probably just gonna lay it up, keep it low, because that's what happens. That was me trying to keep it low. It just immediately got scooped up by the wind. Par. Again, I like to keep the camera pretty far back on this one so that you can see. There's a lot of cars over there where my usual landing zone would be, so I'm a little bit worried. What I'm gonna do is play this one extra safe and go Kratos, Pixel. I'm just gonna lay up, I'm gonna get an upshot, get a layup, and then tap in. Just like that. It's a little further in the tree line than I would have liked it, but that's pretty much exactly what I was going for. So this is going to be just a layup. I do have a little bit of a look. It's not a good one though, because I've got all these branches hanging down and I have to stand right in the middle of them. So I'm just going to pitch up for par. It's touching the pin, so that's about as good as I could have asked for. Yeah, I really can't ask for any more than that. Par. This is normally where I'd throw like a buzz, but I'm actually feeling this Kratos right now, so I might just put it on just a little bit of Annie and try to get it out there, because this is only 212 feet. It really doesn't feel like 212 feet. I have a headwind, so it's gonna lift it up, so I'm gonna just see what I can do here. Ooh, maybe wait for that to die down just a second. Goodness. Yeah, that headwind got me. Yeah, something I forgot was that a headwind is going to make a disc less stable. So with the Kratos, I should have thrown it flat, or maybe on just a little bit of hyzer, because that really peeled over. Keep the disc nose down. That's a par. Not really leaving myself any testers here, but I'm not really trying to. That would be a par. This hole was a watt hole, but I actually prefer the Envy a little bit because I can flip it just a bit and let it hyzer in. It's just maintaining the correct speed to get there without overshooting it. That's where I kind of struggle a little bit. So that was a little short. Not bad, just because they're still on the next tee. I'm gonna go ahead and throw one with the Kratos and try to get a big hyzer in. See if I can't do that. That actually landed pretty similarly to where the Envy landed, so that's interesting. I might do that next time. All right, gonna give this a bid. This would be for birdie, but I'm just trying to play par golf right now. Give it a lofty bid. That way, if it doesn't go in, it stays pretty close and I can make an easy par. Like that. All right, they're getting off that next tee pad, so they're out of range of where this could accidentally fly. A little bit of a tailwind, it's fine. It's not the closest, but it's up there, and I'll take it. A little bit of a long putt, and what I have to keep in mind is it's a bit of a slope on the green, right to left. So if I don't make this, it's gonna probably roll a little bit. That was just sorry. So this is, I wouldn't say a tester, but it's not comfortable. And I would really love to not get a bogey here, so. Those putts felt really nice, and I don't know if you could see it on camera. They came out perfectly flat, stayed flat. That felt nice. Hole 6, 208-foot par 3. See, that's my problem, is I'm rounding. So now if I take that and I trace it, I'm aimed over there. This is a shot where I don't even have to get a walk up. I can just aim. I did the same thing that I was just talking about. Do that way offline. It's kind of a jump putt from here. I'm just gonna give it a soft bid so I can try to save the par here. Hit something, that was I didn't get that any juice. So this would be for par. It highs it out just a little bit late. Same thing on both. First bogey. Almost exact same issue, so overcorrected. That one, finding that middle ground between catching too much air and hitting the basket is tough. I gave that one too much hyzer. Ooh. Okay, 2 out of 3, hey. From, I don't know, 25, 30 feet? Not bad. Okay, my turn on the next tee. I'm gonna just throw it flat. This is an uplink, so it's a 5-3, -3, 0.5. So I'm gonna throw it flat through the middle gap, let it try to turn towards the basket. I guess I put that on hyzer. That's okay. So this one, I really didn't give it any chance to get there. It's not so much that I put it on hyzer, it's just that I didn't give it really any spin, and not a lot of power. So it just it died out pretty early. That's right up underneath the basket. That almost went in. I think my 2x zoom camera from a little bit further away, I think it gets a better focal length, but I think it bit crushes the video just a little bit, so it doesn't allow me the flexibility to zoom in post like I would like. So I think I might try this next shot with the camera on 1x zoom, a little bit closer to the tee pad. Okay, so on hole 8, I normally would throw like a rock 3. I'm gonna throw my Caritos.
Depends on the weapon and the man.
I think I'll be able to control the distance a little bit better because I tend to overthrow it with my mid-ranges. Oh, no. I did not stay right at all. I really don't have a choice. I have to run this because I'm outside circle 2. Maybe just barely inside circle 2. If I run it and I miss, I'm still close. So just like that. And par. So this is a 170-foot par 3. You can see the basket from here. I cannot. I think last time I slid it up there with the Envy and it was pretty close. Yeah, I'm feeling the Envy, so. That's close enough for a putt. So it's definitely puttable. It's just, there's this tree that I have to kind of get around. So I'm gonna set the camera over here. Thoughts on that round? I think my decision making was much better because I saved a lot of the pars that I would normally have just thrown away. So I think that part of my game is getting a little bit better. I need to work on my putting because that should have been a birdie, and then I need to work on shot selection and gauging my power on my drives. Aside from that though, I think it's coming along. I really need to work on my form. I'm working on that. I'm doing a lot of field study, taking videos of myself and stuff like that. So that'll come along. I might do a whole video about that and just kind of going through what my issues are and what my possible fixes are for that. But we'll go through that. Yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. And there's people out in the field, so I can't do my throwing thing that I normally do.